Hello and welcome to the Loco Leeds football channel with my official Facebook group partner Leeds Plus. It's Jinder Jade. Before I get started with this fan view episode on transfer deadline day, I'd just like to say, guys, my huge apologies. I've not been able to upload the Burnley review. I did watch the game, but I was at a gig and I didn't really watch all of the game fully. So, as you know, for musicians, it's been quite a torrid year last year. So we're trying to get up to speed with all the gigs and the shows. So they've all come at once. So this weekend was very, very busy. I watched Burnley versus Leeds a little bit, but I just couldn't get it around to do the match review. But I promise I will be putting out some more content as well. And if I do get a chance, I'll try and look at some of the highlights of last week's game and see if I can get a little review done. But there'll be plenty of content coming your way on the Loco Leeds football channel. So, guys, with that all said and done, just like to welcome everybody here to this very special episode 13 of the Fan View. And I'm just going to quickly talk about Dan James, the transfer that's just taken place about an hour ago. He's finally made the move to Leeds United from Manchester United. Guys, tell me in the comments below, what is your thoughts about this particular transfer? So come along, tell me your views in the comments. I'll flash your name on the screen. Here we go. There's Big Mally. Hey up, Jay, you around? Yes, I am. So click on and join me on this quick live stream that I'm doing, absolutely 100% live, not pre-recorded at all. So join me on the Loco Leeds football channel. And guys, let me give you my thoughts on Dan James's transfer to Leeds United. It's a transfer that I didn't think would have happened because, as you know, 2 years ago, he nearly did sign on a transfer deadline day, which took place in January 2019, I believe. In the 2018-19 season in the Championship, it was one of them that nearly went over the line. And if I remember correctly, if Dan James had signed for us that season, we would have come to the Premier League sooner. But so we know a lot of him because he was absolutely electric for Swansea City. There's no doubt about that. But he signed for us now. Honestly, I hope he turns out to be more like Gordon Strachan than Lee Sharp. I just don't really always enjoy players coming from Man United. Whenever they come to Leeds, they never turn out the way you want them to do. So I really hope, he turns out to be like Johnny Giles, Gordon Strachan, and so on. But like I said, it's, I wish him well. I hope he does really, really well. How does this affect our team lineup? That's going to be a bit of a conundrum now, isn't it? Do we push Rafinha in the centre and then Dan James on the right-hand side and then Jack Harrison on the left? And then where does Rodrigo go? What will happen with Rodrigo? There are rumours that Helder Costa might be going on to pastures new as well, with Ian Paveda's on loan at Blackburn Rovers. So it's an interesting signing. If we look at Dan James, I mean, the only time I've seen him play really good, unfortunately, was against us last season, and he played really, really well. In the Euros, he wasn't, it wasn't a world beater for us, but like I said, it's just I don't know what to make of this signing. It's because we were linked with Kuna, we were linked with Noah Lang, and we've paid £25 million for a guy who couldn't really get into the Man United team, and he's a bit part player, but let's hope it works out for us. And now we know he's in a Leeds United shirt, and we have to give our 100% to him. I thought we had moved on from Daniel James, but let's hope it kicks on. Like I said, the formation might change now. We might see Rafinha in the centre, just behind Patrick Bamford. But then where does Rodrigo go? Does Dan James come automatically into it? Because we know that Marcelo Bielsa does like Daniel James, hence why he is here. Tell me in your thoughts below in the comments whether this is a good transfer, whether Dan James has justified the £25 million price tag. I mean, Swansea sold him to Manchester United for £11 million, and they've made a tidy profit. How many games has Dan James actually played for Man U? You know, if I was to pull up Daniel James's stats just here, it's his career at Manchester United. He was only a bit part player. You know, he didn't start at many games at all for Man U. So, having said that, he had so 2019 to 2021, he made 50 appearances and he returned 6 goals. Is so last season, last season he made 15 appearances, he scored 3 goals, and the season before that, he got in a few appearances, didn't he? Quite a few actually, 33 appearances and 3 goals. But he's come over to us now, and let's see what actually happens. Let's see what Bielsa can do with this player. Obviously, if just imagine if we had him, in 2018 when he originally came in, and Bielsa could have coached him, that it's almost gone sort of a back to front transfer. But let's see what Bielsa can make of this chap. It's going to be an interesting signing if it works out really well. If it does work out really well, which it can work out really well. It looks good, doesn't it? With the electric pace that he's got speed. That's his ammunition. Will have tremendous pace, and if it is Rafinha in the centre and Daniel James on the wing, and then Jack Harrison, it's going to be tremendous pace on the left and the right hand side. And with Rafinha, he's no slouch either. So it's an interesting signing. Let's hope we can get more in, because the transfer deadline, I mean, I've got it on here, the transfer deadline doesn't finish till 11 p.m. and already there's lots and lots of signings that are going through. I've just seen Real Madrid, breaking news, Real Madrid signed Eduardo Camavinga. So there are lots and lots of signings going through it. Like I said, I'm hoping that Leeds can get maybe one more in through the door. It'd be nice to get maybe that midfielder that we need, maybe another backup striker. Because you never know, the Premier League is one of them. I mean, if you look at that Burnley game on over the weekend, they were kicking lumps out of Leeds United. Burnley were almost playing box. Well, they came to a WWE fight. Is Kenneth? I think this is a good signing in Bielsa. I trust in Bielsa, absolutely. I mean, I'm going to be going all the way with him, with Marcelo. Let's hope he can change this guy and make him the player that we saw at Swansea. I mean, Manchester United, he sometimes just lacked that final ball for me, and I just would have, like I said, it would have been nice to get maybe something from the from the European leagues. That would have been nice, but it's just my opinion that let's see what happens. My opinion is that we could have done a little bit better with £25 million. I think it's a bit pricey, for Man United. I mean, they made a tidy profit, and they bought him for 15 million. So they made 11 to 15 million that they buy him for. Maybe tell me in the comments below. Might be wrong, but hey ho, let's hope it works out for Dan James. It's going to be an interesting few hours now, because I just hope that nobody leaves from here, from our little squad. I know Helder Costa is rumoured to be on his way out on loan. Tell me, if whoever's with me and joining me, guys, thank you for joining me. First of all, tell me what your thoughts are on Helder Costa leaving as well, because Helder's going to be, he's been touted for a loan move as well. We've lost Ian Poveda. And what about Somerville? What are your thoughts on Somerville, really? I mean, where does this signing leave Somerville's career at Leeds? I mean, he was really pushing for a first team spot as well, wasn't he? Because we've seen him make his little step up from the under 23s, but into just our substitutes. But let's hope we can get in another player. But guys, I think I'm going to be doing a couple of these streams today, depending on our signings. So just keep it logged on to the Loco Leeds football channel. Like I said, this Dan James transfer just went through about an hour ago. I think it really sort of took shape last night. Sort of yesterday afternoon, and then last night it really started, getting things through the door, kind of thing. Dan James, I think, the way Sky Sports reported it, stayed over at Leeds, and it was 100% certain that he was going to be going on and signing for us today. I think we need to thank Cristiano Ronaldo for this, because if Ronaldo didn't move over to Man United, maybe we wouldn't have got Dan James. And you got to think, the positive is that at least he might get more game time at Leeds, because I doubt that Dan James has come here to sit on the bench, for 25 million pounds we've spent, and I doubt that he will sit on the bench and be a bench warmer. So I really do think he will be pressing for a starting 11 position. So it's going to be an interesting conundrum for our great manager Marcelo Bielsa. How can we play all our attacking options in the team? Somebody will have to miss out, and by the looks of things, it might even be Rodrigo, because if Rafinha moves over into the CAM position, and on the left and on the right we've got James and Harrison supplying the ball in for Bamford, where does it leave Rodrigo? So it's going to be an interesting conundrum for Marcelo Bielsa. But I'm going to leave the video just there. I'm going to try and do another video, try and do another little stream in the evening, and try and speak to you about possibly another transfer that Leeds may do, and just talk about the transfer deadline in general, if that does happen. So a video if Leeds make another signing. But guys, thank you for joining me on the Loco Leeds football channel. Remember, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscription button and subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to just leave the video just there. So thank you for watching. I can see a few people who are just joining me right now, but it's don't want to make the video too long. But hopefully in the evening, if we get another signing in, I'll try and get on to the live stream and start talking to you guys. But thank you for watching. All the best, guys. Take care.